Hi there, good morning. Today we're on the chapter 12. Identify your key constraints. Concentrate all your thoughts on the task at hand. The sun rays don't burn until you're brought to a focus. Between where you are today and any goal or objective you want to accomplish, there is one major constraint that must be overcome before you can achieve that major goal. Your job is to identify it clearly. What is holding you back? What sets the speed at which you achieve your goal? What determines how fast you move from where you are to where you want to go? What stops you or holds you back from eating that frog that can really make a difference in your life? So, guys, think, why aren't you at your goal already? So, these are some of the most important questions you will ever ask and answer on your way to achieving high levels of personal productivity and effectiveness. Whatever you have to do, there is always a limiting factor that determines how quickly and well you get it done. Your job is to study the task and identify the limiting factor or constraint within it. You must then focus all of your energies or alleviating the single choke point. So friends, please identify the limiting factor. In virtual every task, large or small, a single factor sets the speed at which you achieve the goal. You achieve the goal or complete the job. What is it? Think about it. What is it? Concentrate your mental energies on that one key area. This can be the most productive use of your time and talents. This constraint may be a person whose help or decision you need, a resource that you require, a weakness in some of the part of the organization, or something else. It could be something else. But the limiting factor is always there, and it is always your job to find it. For example, the purpose of your business is to create and help and keep customers. By doing this in sufficient quantities, the company makes a profit and continues to grow and flourish. Every business has a limiting factor or choke point that determines how quickly and well the company achieves its purpose. It may be the marketing, the level of sales, or the sales force itself. It may be the costs of operations, or the methods or production. It may be the level of cash flow or costs. The success of the company may be determined by the competition, the customers, or the current marketplace. One of these factors, more than anything else, determines how quickly the company achieves its goals of growth and profitability. What is it? Please find it. What is it? The accurate identification of the limiting factor in any process, and the focus on the factor you can usually bring out more progress in a shorter period than any other single activity. The 80-20 rule applies to constraints. The 80-20 rule also applies to the constraint in your life and in your work. It means that 80% of your constraint, the factors that are holding you back from achieving your goals, are internal. They are within yourself, within your own personal qualities, abilities, habits, disciplines, or competencies. Or they are contained within your own company or organization. Only 20% of the limiting factors are external to you or to your organization. Only 20% are on the outside in the form of completion, markets, governments, or any other organizations. Your key constraints can be something small and not particularly obvious. Sometimes you have to make a list of every step in a process and examine every activity to determine exactly what is it holding you back. Sometimes a single negative perception or objection on the part of customers can be slowing down the entire sales process. Sometimes the absence of a single feature can be holding back the growth of a sales of a product or service line. So always look into your company honestly. Look within yourself. Look within your boss, your coworkers, and members of your staff to see if there is a key weakness that is holding you or your company back, acting as a brake on the achievement of your key goals. Look into yourself. Successful people always begin the analysis of constraints by asking these questions. What is it in me that's holding me back? They accept complete responsibility for their lives and look to themselves for both the cause and cure of their problems. In your own life, you must have the honesty to look deeply in yourself for the limiting factor or limiting skill that set the speed at which you achieve your personal goals. Keep asking yourself, what set the speed at which I get the results I want? So strive for accuracy. The definition of the constraint determines the strategy that you use to alleviate it. The failure to identify the correct constraint or the identification of the wrong constraint can lead you off in the wrong direction. You can end up solving the wrong problems, really. A major corporation, a client of mine, was experiencing declining sales. The corporation's leaders concluded that the major constraint was the quality of the sales force and the sales management. They therefore spent an enormous amount of money reorganizing the management and retraining the sales team and salespeople. They later found that the primary reasons that sales were down was a mistake by an accountant who had accidentally priced their products too high relative to their competition in the marketplace. Once the corporation revamped its pricing, its sales went back up and it returned to profitability. Behind every constraint or choke point, once it is located and alleviated successfully, you will find another constraint or limiting factor. Whenever you are trying to get to work on time in the morning or build a successful career, there are always limiting factors, the bottlenecks that set the speed of your progress. Your job is to find them and to focus your energies on alleviating them as quickly as possible. So guys, starting off your day with the removal of a key bottle or constraints fills you with energy and professional and personal power. It propels you in following through and completing the job. Often alleviating a key constraint or limiting factor is the most important frog you could eat at the moment. So friends, as I always say, keep looking at your list, whatever you have made for your goal, for your life, for your future, for your career, job, business, whatever it is. It could be any, which makes you satisfied. Identify your most important goal in the life today, right now. What is it? What one goal, if you achieve it, would have the greatest positive effect on your life? What one career accomplishment would have the greatest positive impact on your work life? Determine the one constraint, internal or external, that sets the speed at which you accomplish this goal. Ask yourself, why haven't I received and reached it already? What is it in me that's holding me back? Whatever your answer is, take action immediately. Do something, do anything, but get started right now, right away, to fulfill your goal, to achieve the success you want in your life, in your career, in your business, in your family, in your relationship. It could be any. So, friends, this was the chapter 12 for today. I have recorded, and thanks for watching and listening. And as always, keep smiling. We will meet in the next chapter. Bye-bye.